Hi guys, my name is Alyssa and welcome back to my channel. This is your Jupiter and Cancer video. So now Jupiter in Cancer is a fantastic place for Jupiter because Jupiter is a planet of luck or expansion. Cancer is where Jupiter is exalted, it does the best. See, Jupiter actually rules Sagittarius and is a part ruler of Pisces, but it just does really well in Cancer. And so I'm going to explain to you why that is that way, and so why when you have Jupiter in Cancer, you're like pretty badass. Cancer is funny because if you're gonna make fun of a sign, you should make fun of Cancer because it's hilarious. My daughter's a Cancer and she's cool with it. I asked her about it. Cancer is the mothering, nurturing sign, right? It's the I'm gonna clean up after you and give you hugs and cuddles and nurture you and make you your favorite food and make sure you're comfortable and cry with you and yada yada yada. So it's like, wow, Jupiter expansion, expanding Cancer qualities in your chart, so in yourself, that means that the more you dive into making food for other people and cuddling and crying, the more luck you'll have, right? Did you know that like most millionaires have Cancer ascendants or are Cancers themselves? And the millionaire degree actually falls at 29 degrees Cancer. It's actually a really great place for success. There's something very special about Cancer. And so Jupiter there brings forth luck. So if Jupiter is expansion, if you expand something, you make it bigger, the more opportunity it has for luck and for growth. Basically, in your natal chart, if you have Jupiter in Cancer, you want to head to that Jupiter area. You want to find luck there. It's harder for people who have squares to Jupiter, who have Jupiter intercepted or Jupiter unaspected or some oppositions to Jupiter, meaning because your chart is your perception of reality as a child, that you didn't feel like you were given the necessary skills to reach Jupiter. Some people were more than others. Some people have Jupiter trining a bunch. Do you feel unlucky? Look towards your Jupiter, see what's going on with it. But just because it's in an unlucky position does not mean that that you are unlucky or that you can never reach it. You just have to focus more attention on it or find balance if there's an opposition, yada, yada, yada. So when Jupiter expands Cancer, it makes you more sympathetic, charitable, giving, comforting to other people. But Cancers also like to hoard things. They like to hide things. So it makes you really good at saving money, at saving possessions, at protecting the things that you love, protecting your investments. This is why people who are millionaires have a lot of Cancer, because they do that. When your Jupiter's there, that's where you find the most luck. Protecting your shit. Also using your charm and charisma to talk to people, because Cancer is very inviting. You treat everybody like they are your best friends. And Jupiter in Cancer is like, yes, hey everybody, I'm going to be cordial. I'm going to treat you the way that I would treat my mother, because that's where my Jupiter's there. I'm going to be good-natured to everybody. I'm going to accept people. I'm going to be open and honest. Cancer is very psychic, so there's a lot of intuition that goes into this. Trust your instincts, your intuition, your ability to know people. And I'm not saying read people, because I'd say that'd be a Jupiter and Scorpio thing, or even a Scorpio thing in general. That's like getting down into people. But Cancer knows. It's like intuitively like, I'm just standing next to you and I can pick up your aura, I can pick up your vibes, I can pick up all this. Jupiter and Cancer are very good at that. You find the most success and that you will excel when you give to others. So all you have to do to make your Jupiter and Cancer work is basically be a good fucking person. And that's why Jupiter is so good here. You want to find luck in other areas, you got to do, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. When Jupiter is in Cancer, you just need to be good to people and you will have luck come your way. You just need to treat others with respect, with love, with like you would your family, and you will have luck. People will give stuff to you. Say that doesn't work because you're an Aquarius, and Aquarius and Cancer just don't get along. They like rebel against each other because they're inconjunct. Your natural ego fulfillment is Aquarius. It's not nurturing and kind. It's actually cold and aloof and logical, right? And so that would make it hard for you to want to go in this Jupiter way. Why do I have to be warm and inviting to people? That's not the way I am. And that's when you have to find your inner balance to get to this Jupiter that says, you actually will find you'll be a lot happier if you can reconcile your Jupiter with your sun sign. So now Jupiter, when it's in the fourth house, is actually very similar because the fourth house is ruled by Cancer or the moon, and it is your house of home. And so Jupiter in the fourth tells you that your home was expanded. You may have had a lot of luck at home, could have had a lot of opportunities to travel for learning. You might have been exposed to different cultures. Your life was very hospitable. Basically, that is your Jupiter in Cancer and a little bit of Jupiter in the fourth house. They are kind of interchangeable, so you pick up from both of them to learn about yourself. They take on the same qualities, but I think that when you have Jupiter in the fourth house, you're more likely to go and achieve that Jupiter because it is a part of your upbringing, where Jupiter in Cancer could be loaded in like a scarier house, like the eighth house would be harder to reach. So if your Jupiter's in the fourth house, it's kind of like, this is a part of me. It's pretty easy to get there. So that's why it's also a really good place for it. Anyway, that is your Jupiter.